bookstore in there out for your eyes to see. What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
I'd like to ask...
Can't you see I'm working?
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad. Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yodok will fetch more.
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and...
What would you like?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like, drinking?
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
Why not? I've had enough opprobria and obedientia for one day.
That's what we like to hear.
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Well, nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make...
Where'd you get the wine from? I thought them...
So they are. But this wine... Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty and we need a new one.
I'm sorry, brothers, but I don't want to do that.
You're happy to drink with us, but not to fetch the wine, is that it? What kind of a friend are you?
About you in the election.
Ask me anything you want.
Tell me something about...
Nevertheless is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is...
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And Nevertheless is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
Thank you for answering.
What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and our boundless...
You and your novices, you old pervert. A toast to our future abbot.
I'll drink to that. So, to John, future abbot.
fight them.
Expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Silo, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a...
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day...
All right, that's it.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And Gregor...
What is it, brother?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests. I want you to prepare 2 marigold decoctions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're... Peace be with you. Talk to me, brother.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working?
Come now, brother. Aren't we friends? You know very well that monks can't survive on prayer alone. Forgive me this once.
Fine then. This time I will forgive you.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but I still don't have them all.
Wonderful. Keep looking then. I'm sure you can find the rest.
What troubles you? What's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
What troubles you?
I'd like to ask. I need to tell you about Brother Nevlis's transgressions.
Well, well, well. The Honourable Brother Nevlis has broken the rules.
He wanted me to steal a forbidden book.
Ha ha! I knew it. A would-be abbot enticing a novice to commit such a heinous deed. You finally get what's...
I don't know.
No matter. Thank you. Your honest...
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
What was I supposed to get again?
Christ almighty! How many holes do you have in that head of yours? The keys to the monastery?
In the night, I saw the Brother Cicadas drinking and playing dice.
And why aren't you spending your nights sleeping instead of creeping?
I only wanted to...
I know, brother, I know. But you need to understand that not...
You're right.
A wise decision. Life in a monastery is much like life outside in many ways.
Really? I thought...
They became monks, Gregor, but that didn't... Lies, jealousy...
Thanks for the advice.
That's up to you, brother.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'm looking for something a little...
And what would...
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks?
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
we do something about the problem?
Talk to me, bro.
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working some...
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately.
Really? Fine then. This...
Praise be to Christ.
I'd like to discuss...
Well, we can...
What about this?
We're getting there. Just... All right, so. Talk to me, brother.
I'd like to
Forget it then.
What is it, brother?
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you...
I definitely was there. I did come a little late.
Really? Fine then. This time I...
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the... My boy, what have... What would you like?
Ah, Gregor.
I'd like to ask...
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
What is it, brother?
Creeping. He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Circator. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Brother, what are you doing here?
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened, but this is...
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you.
In the night, I overheard the cicadas in the cellar. They were talking about you.
Oh, no. So it's still not over.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the cicadas drinking and playing.
We'd be safer not to get mixed up in the affairs of...
You're probably right, but I warned them if they didn't stop. I'd go and tell the prior. You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas, they told me. Now I can't even count how...
It's your fault for being foolish enough to get on their wrong...
Do you really mean what you say?
There's something I should tell you.
You're looking for someone?
I am a novice.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't...
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the...
I heard something...
Because you could help me. Yeah.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
It won't be easy to drag this criminal away from the protection of the cloister. Unless the...
Do you have any idea which of the novices...
I don't know, and I don't care to know.
What troubles you?
Gregor.
Brother, I've a favour to ask, and I think you're the man to help me with it.
I see, so it's the dodgy sort of favor.
Well, yes. I need to get hold of the keys to the monastery.
That won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior always keeps the keys close by him. So how exactly do you imagine I could help?
Could you take the keys off him?
Rob the prior? You've got to be joking.
You wouldn't be doing it for free?
Then what could you possibly pay me? I'm done with my thieving, and you'd have to offer me a whole lot of groschen to change my mind.
How much would you want?
A princely sum, brother. This is no trifling matter.
That much? Where am I supposed to find that much coin? No one here has...
Precisely. But no groschen?
Brother, I've a favour.
I see, so...
Well... How could I get hold of them?
With great difficulty. Unless...
Is there any other way?
The door out of the monastery is like any other. Only the lock's more complicated than most. But I can sell you some lockpicks.
There's something else on my mind.
Brother, remember the vows you made. We're forbidden to leave the... Aha! What do you desire, brother?
Brother, what are you doing here?
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
wretched boy. What have you done? Get out of my sight!
Servus.
Mother of God, what are you doing, you wretch?
What troubles you? Brother? Stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as a monk.
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must...
sometimes to refrain even from good speech. So much For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciple's part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission
Salve
inspired by
Domine.
reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, that even though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be accepted of God, who sees in his heart.
Someone really reeked at Battens.
Praise be to Christ,
Right.
brother.
It stunk like a wine barrel in there.
I have everything we need for
First
the
time.
escape.
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning.
Show me.
Then he'd soon get...
No, you don't have everything. Praise be to Christ.
I have everything we...
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory.
Did you know Nevlas? What he writes in his ledger and what ends up in the cellar are two different things.
Brother, what are you doing here?
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Is this a tavern? Are we at a dogfight? Violence does...
I've had enough of this.
You dare resist punishment? Let me...
Yes, brother. I'm...
You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are...
Are you?
Are you sure? Are you sure that
Read to himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather
Sure that belongs
at the middle
here?
of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task.
Brother, what are you doing here?
I had other affairs that needed to be attended.
Really? Fine then.
You've got a strong constitution.
What?
Let me tell you a little. Once upon a time, but he wasn't. His former friend, the boy, wasn't stupid. He didn't expect the beast to.
It was you that.
Don't take it personally. You know, we're both pawns in. I was abandoned. When I saw it nigh.
So the evildoer changes it.
Both of us can leave this place.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your...
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take...
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as...
What do I need the keys?
How else will we get out?
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Solarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior.
They both sound hard to me. And where am I supposed...
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it.
All right, that's it.
Excellent. And Gregor...
Novices have no business here. What do you want, brother?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. Concoct two. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you...
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you.
I'm a new brother, a novice, Gregor. I don't know my way around here yet.
Welcome amongst us. Yes, yes. The Lord wanted me to take over the abbot's duties in his absence, but mainly I'm a servant of God, just like you and all the other brethren. Before God, there's no difference between us. How do you like it here?
It's wonderful here.
I'm glad to hear it. May your...
I'd like to ask you something about them. Will you tell me something about...
Of course. Abbot
Anyone can become the abbot.
Precisely. We have two candidates, Nevlas and John. As the spiritual shepherd of all of the brothers, I know that some brothers have already begun scheming, but don't even think about getting mixed up in it.
This is not a good time.
Glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything receive as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very
What would you like?
will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only.
I have everything we...
Show me. No, you don't. You don't have the goat skin.
Warmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips, but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his will
Brother, what are you doing here?
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened.
Brother, this isn't a place for you.
What do you decide? Praise be to Christ.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent.
What would you like?
I have every...
Excellent. Straight up.
What exactly?
We're going to prepare a little riddle. Take everything with you.
Good.
It's a mystery. One that will be soon solved. It's a wonder the prize doesn't say.
Salve, Domine. Ah, Gregor.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this. Here's the original, and here are the blank...
Are you interested in what's inside?
Oh no, such a waste of parchment. How could you?
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
Very well, brother. I accept my punishment.
Now, show me what you have on you.
God be with you.
I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment of sin.
Brother,
For that reason, if anything has to be asked of the
what are you
Spirit,
doing?
it should be asked with all the humility and submission.
Come now, brother. You know very well that monks can't survive on prayer.
This time I'll look the other.
To laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual back. For such conversation we do not condemn open his mouth.
What would you like?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the... Concoct 2 bucks blood. Once you finish them, you'll find me some... What do you desire?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found...
What is it, brother?
What do you desire?
I'm here to work.
Excellent.
Peace be with you, brother.
My boy, what have...
Salve, Domine.
Are you interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them. What would you like?
I'd like to ask...
Get away from that cabinet. The books stored in there aren't for your eyes to see. Get away from that cabinet. The books still in there aren't for your eyes to see.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bonet voluntatis.
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery. And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to portray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhoff massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
What's the matter? Come on!
This is one of the men who raised Neuhoff. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favour. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work, and I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while,